restaurants are now recalling 12 million Shrek drinking glasses because of a potential hidden health hazard.
The discovery of cadmium on Shrek-themed drinking glasses has McDonald's pulling the collectibles.
The company says that the painted designs on the glasses contain the toxic metal cadmium.
McDonald's USA has issued a voluntary product recall of the 4 Shrek Forever After promotional glasses.
Like that's ever gonna happen. What a logic.
I don't think there will be another film phenomenon within the next 2 billion years of our human existence that'll be as fascinating as the Shrek franchise. What started out as a simple children's book, then later a 2001 animated film made to be satire against the way animated films of fairy tales water down their original stories a la Disney, had managed to stay relevant by complete accident thanks to all of the memes everybody has made about the film and its sequels. However, even before all of that, Shrek still managed to grow a cult following back in the day with movies, TV specials, and of course, merchandise. Anything from plushies, to books, to shirts, to theme park rides, to green food, perfume, to a limited edition swamp-colored vinyl of the film's soundtrack, you name it, this green ogre had it. However, if there is one piece of merchandise in this lineup that hasn't been talked about that much, but is still very fascinating to many people, it's the 2010 Shrek Forever After McDonald's glasses, meant to promote the then brand new film at the time in 2010. Often seen as a collectible by many, these seemingly harmless glasses had a very dark side to them, and I managed to get my hands on all of them, and I'll talk about that later. So join me as I take you down the fascinating realm of the massively recalled Shrek McDonald's glasses. And trust me, this is gonna get very, very interesting.
That's scary. I mean, you know, you hear something like that and don't really know until way later on. I mean, we drink out of those all the time. Since we've got them, we've drank out of them, you know, and that is scary.
Before we could start talking about the glasses, I would like to talk about a specific date. Friday, May 21st, 2010. This was the day that Shrek Forever After first released in theaters. The film itself got some fairly mixed reviews, with one common complaint stating that it was very contradictory to the film's canon, despite supposedly being part of said canon. Nevertheless, it did pretty well, crossing over $700 million at the box office on a $100 million budget. With the success came the concept of a tie-in with a fast food restaurant over at DreamWorks. They did this before with McDonald's with Shrek the Third, so why not do it for Shrek Forever After? There were, in total, 12 different Happy Meal toys that you were able to obtain in any Happy Meal order, 4 of which mainly being watches. And much like what they did with Shrek the Third, they decided to also release some decorative glasses that you were able to obtain at both McDonald's and in other stores. This time around with images of Shrek, Fiona, Puss in Boots, and Donkey. Seems like everything was going well over at DreamWorks and Mickey D's. However, things will end up taking a quick, oh, so dastardly very quick turn for the worse.
Calling all units. Shots fired. Shot fired in front of the Supreme Store. There's about to be a 261 in progress. Send all available units.
So quite literally just a few days after the glasses were released, a very unsettling ingredient was found within the paint of each glass. A dangerous chemical known as cadmium was discovered to be within the paint. Now, believe it or not, cadmium can be found in a lot of things, like cereal, vegetables, nuts, and unfortunately even in fossil fuels that are currently being burned in the air right now as we speak. Of course, due to the widespread worry about the chemical being used in the glasses' paint, they had to be recalled. In total, there were 9 million glasses recalled in select McDonald's restaurants and 3 million recalled in stores, making a total of 12 million glasses recalled altogether. But exactly how much cadmium was even in these glasses to begin with, and how much exactly of it can hurt a child? Well, to be honest, That was kind of a tricky question to answer. The trickiest question I've ever had to answer, in fact. The Freedom of Information Act stated that about 8 touches of one of these glasses a day could be considered enough to be poisonous for a child, but that's not really saying much. I wanted to get to the nitty-gritty. According to the Chicago Tribune, scientists had tested how dangerous these glasses could be using a wipe test, a test that was made to replicate a child's hand and what would happen if they held such an object. And wiping the Puss in Boots glass on one of the tallets, it was discovered that the glass had about 15 micrograms of cadmium picked up onto the tallet. For simplification, let's convert that into milligrams to that 0.016 milligrams of cadmium. According to the Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry, also known as the ATSDR for short, one human being can handle about 0.002 milligrams of cadmium per kilogram of body weight per day without any side effects. Of course, that's orally, but I'm just going to sum this up here. But now here's where things start to get tricky, considering that there's so many different types of weight for different people. And keep in mind, as I stated earlier, cadmium can be found in a lot of things. So by the time you want to drink out of this glass, you've already either probably consumed too much cadmium or considered enough so that you were only able to touch this glass once. But then on top of that, 0.05% of cadmium is even absorbed through the skin. But keep in mind, this is children we are talking about here. Children barely even wash their hands, so whatever thing that they touched last time, they're going to cover whatever was on that onto their face, onto their body, onto literally everything around them, so cadmium could probably just be spreaded everywhere.
Where's your other side? Oh my god!
As you could probably tell, this entire thing is very, very confusing and very difficult to process. But it looks like a lot of people just want to be rather safe than sorry and just recall or just get rid of all of their glasses. And safely so. Freakishly enough, this isn't even the first time that this has even happened. This has been going on for decades. One of the earliest records being a Garfield glass from around 1977, containing not only cadmium in it, a good amount of cadmium in it, but also lead as well. Defunct Len actually did a pretty good video about it. I'll put it in the description below. Now, you would probably think that I would just end the video right there. I would have nothing else to say, and I'd be like, haha, Shrek funny, and then just end it from there. No, that's not what I want to do. I actually managed to get my hands on all 4 of these glasses, and oh boy, did my face just light up knowing that I got my hands on them, because they are so hard to find. I mean, sure, I can go and find a listing on them, but a lot of them are very overpriced, but at the same time, they are pretty rare nowadays. So join me as I get to view in person all 4 Shrek Forever After McDonald's glasses. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
In collaboration with the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the CPSC, McDonald's USA has issued a voluntary product recall of the 4 Shrek Forever After promotional glasses.
Alright, so what I have here with me is all 4 McDonald's Shrek Forever After glasses. Now, if you're wondering why I'm even owning these right now, it was actually because of my grandma. Thankfully, she didn't even drink out of them. She just had them stored somewhere. So, fortunately, we don't have to worry about her. As you can see, I'm wearing gloves and a mask, so that way I can protect myself from the cadmium that these glasses have. I mean, sure, it's not that much, but still, I want to be safe than sorry. After all, this isn't the first time that McDonald's has ever messed themselves up when it comes to dangerous chemicals in painted glass. As all the way back in the 70s, a set of Garfield glasses had both cadmium and lead in their paints. So I actually don't know which one is which right now, so I'm going to just pull one out at random. And this one here is the Fiona glass. That's actually a really nice glass, I might say. All right, glass number 2. Let's see what we got here. And this one is, oh, it's the Shrek one. Perfect. We got both Fiona and Shrek, 2 in a row. Wonderful. I actually really do like the look of these glasses. I just wish they weren't so deadly, you know? All right, bag number 3. This one is actually a Ziploc bag, so here's to see what's inside this one. Ah, here we go. This is the one I was hoping for. This is the Puss in Boots one. This one was actually the one with the most amount of cadmium, according to the other glasses, as when they put this on a tallet, it picked up a little over 15 micrograms of cadmium compared to like the 8 or 9 that the others had. And last but not least, I'm very certain this one has to be the donkey one, considering the other ones we've got. And yes, this one right here is the donkey one. Honestly, at first glance, it genuinely feels like they would have done better with the type of paint that they would have used. After all, this, like I said, this isn't McDonald's first rodeo when it comes to dangerous materials used in glasses, so I don't know why they were still doing it at the time. And the fact that over 12 million of these had to be recalled is insane to me. But yeah, here they are, here are my hands, and honestly, I don't know what to do with them. Obviously, I might have to put them up because it's cadmium, but at the same time, I don't know. So, in conclusion, did these glasses deserve a recall? I'd say so. I think a lot of people could definitely agree. The fact that they even managed to put cadmium in such a simple concept as paint to begin with, especially around 2010, is ridiculous to me. And the fact that over 12 million of these had to be recalled, as I said before, is insane. Fortunately, no child has ever been hurt so far as we could tell from these glasses, so thankfully nobody had ever been injured from taking a sip out of them. But if there is one thing that we can definitely take away from all of this, is that these glasses or any other McDonald's or fast food related toy isn't going to be hurting any other children any time soon.
Hazardous chemicals are being found in fast food. Researchers found small amounts of phthalates in 80% of the items they bought from multiple fast food businesses. Phthalates are used to make plastic soft. They can transfer from plastics used for food handling, like in gloves.
Hey everybody, thank you all so much for watching this video. This video has been a very important project of mine. It's been one of my most heavy focused videos I have done in a long time, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. If you're interested in this kind of content and you want to see this content push even further, then be sure to do so via hitting the like button and the subscribe button, and also supporting me through other platforms like my merch store and Ko-fi and other platforms very similar of that nature. All of my sources will be in the description below, and fortunately nobody was harmed in the making of this video despite the subject in question. And so, with all that said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!